If you could, retell your story to tell us how it all started from the very beginning, if you can take me back to the future before the existence of Dub P.
When he was on the run, he ended up in the South, in Saigon. He ended up, having a wife, 2 kids, but both kids died. I actually never told anybody that shit. I just kept it. Kept it to myself for real. Cause none of her homegirls know, or her friends know, her people know.
Well, they know. They're about to know now. I mean, do you have anything to say to her right now?
Nah, just fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Did you confront her?
I never confronted her, but she watched this. She knows you.
You don't have to answer, but like when you first found out about your brother, his last day, how did you take it?
There's a lot of songs where I just put a couple bars with him in it. Thug Tears, that's one of them, Back in the days I made a song called Rest in Paradise Now Fam, There's a lot of songs. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you can go back and, talk to your brother, what would you guys talk about? Hey Peacocks, what's up y'all? It's Mayuri, and today we're hanging out with Dub P, the refugee baby. I'm so excited about this one, guys. We're going to be diving into the real story behind his life, his music, and all the cool upcoming projects he's got going on. Let's not waste any time and let's go ahead and get into it. Dub P, my bro, what's been going on with you?
I'm doing good. Just very busy.
Mm-hmm.
I've been very busy. I got a show coming up in Vegas on Wednesday. I just came from Minnesota, and then I'm here in Dallas right now for this podcast,
So busy. Hold on, before we start.
Let me get that for Dub, since he signed his life away to the Peacock.
Peacock, man. Shout out Peacock. Okay.
I want to see how you pop this bottle so we can sip on this.
You want me to pop it like how I pop in the club?
Yeah.
It's going to spray everywhere, though. That's a nice case.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's the microphone in the way, but
yeah.
Damn, this is hard. Yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Look at this bottle. Look at this bottle, man.
All right, so make a wish and then go ahead and pop that bottle, bro, because we love you.
I got you.
And thank you for coming all the way to Dallas.
Oh yeah, I love Dallas. The last time I was here, last year for a show.
Really?
Yeah, I had a show out here in Arlington.
We're going to drink, sip.
Okay, yeah. What time is this?
Shit.
1:19 a.m.?
Yep.
I just landed, too. The craziest thing is my flight was at like 6.
I know. It was crazy because it's supposed to be at 6 a.m.
All right, I text you. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to land at like
9, right? In the morning.
Yeah, 9 a.m. But right when I got there, I read the thing say it got delayed 14 hours. I'm like, God damn.
Let me see. I'm going to take a sip of this because it looks good.
Oh, that's a nice glass.
I know.
That's a nice glass.
It's peacock glass.
That's hard.
I
like it. I like the whole setup here, the green. So what's the whole thing about peacocks? Like,
okay. So my first name, and a lot of people don't know why, but my first name, it means peacock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mayuri, it means it's like Sanskrit or some shit. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
So my dad told me it means peacock, so I'm like, oh shit, okay.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah.
Did you see that video I cut up, by the way? The one that with the provinces?
Man, hey, I got a bone to pick with you about that.
Actually.
Like, you know what? Usually I'm good at guessing. I'm like, I for sure don't know this question right here, this answer right here, but you know what? I'm going to just guess it out. I said 10. He said, I'm like, damn.
It was actually Sirach's idea. Because I was scared. I was scared to ask.
Ask.
Yeah. I was actually scared to ask you because I was like, no, don't do it. He's like, no, do it. Just ask him. We're going to Google this shit. I was like, well, I don't have any Vietnamese question. Fuck. He's like, we'll just Google it real quick. I said, okay. So.
Damn.
Yeah. It's all for the culture.
Right. I didn't know it was getting set up like that.
So again, I usually do this for the culture. And I think that me giving away iPads to kids that really need the iPad, helps, I don't know, just help the community, just like what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
So next year, I'm planning to give away $1,000 cash and then more iPads.
Oh, okay.
At the Cambodian temple in Dallas. So if you know anybody or know any kids that need an iPad, send them my way.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
I got you. I'm pretty sure a lot of kids need it.
On the phone the other day, we had a conversation. You mentioned that you were in Minnesota and that you're, working your way down to Texas. So besides doing this podcast here in Dallas, what brings you here?
In Dallas?
I mean, just to Texas in general, because you said you were coming down here.
Right now we're working on a movie. I don't want to say too much right now, but I have wrote a script and I am looking for actors for the movie. And we're here in Texas to shoot a quick scene, just to like put it out for promotion, like, just to show like, the promotion, just the beginning of the movie, just to see if we can find more actors for it. But, I'm in the movie. It's a few big names that's in the movie. I can't really discuss it right now, but
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Is it like an action-packed movie?
It's about like a gambler, right? Who like placed a sport bet.
Mm-hmm.
And like, he got a hot pick from somebody, from a friend or something, who telling him like, you're gonna win. Then, he ended up betting a lot of money and he ended up losing money that he don't even have. He ended up losing the bet. And so now like the bookies and it's after him because he can't pay up and he's trying to find a way to make, come up with the money. And throughout the whole movie is about him trying to find a way to, come up with the money and just like, it keep getting worse and worse and stuff like that. It's like a kind of comedy movie too, but kind of drama and like a little bit serious. But,
wow.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to watch it whenever it drops.
Oh, yeah. We're still working on it right now. So
if you could, retell your story to tell us how it all started from the very beginning, if you can take me back to the future before the existence of Dub P, tell me your family journey again, escaping Vietnam and then migrating to the U.S.
So this is the story that was told to me. So I know like ever since I was a youngster, my dad used to take us back there to Vietnam. And where I'm from is a city called Hue. And we're inside like a village from that city. So it's like you got to drive like an hour away from that city to like, the boonies is just like, it's nothing there. It's just a village. But we like right next to a beach, And I feel like that beach played a big part of them, coming here, because like my dad, he tried to escape. He tried to leave a couple times. He ended up getting caught. He do jail time. He get sent back. He tried to do it again, get caught, get sent back, to the point where he was on the run for like 10 years or something like that. And what he was telling me is one night he just like, while everybody was sleeping, because my grandpa, he had a boat. Mm-hmm. And the boat is not that big though. Like it's probably from this to there, So
was it like one of those Vietnamese fisherman boats?
Yes, exactly. Like that. Because I go back and I look at it, I'm like, damn, this is the boat y'all was on? They said, yeah. And so like late at night, he'll go wake up everybody, like people all the family members and stuff, like, hey, come on, get on the boat. Come on. They're like, okay, we leaving right now. And then, he gathered up, I don't know how many people at that time, maybe 20 to 30 maybe on a boat, on that one small boat.
What the fuck?
I know my older sister was on there and she was like a baby. And they kept telling me the story how they had to put it in a basket, cover it up, put it on the boat. I asked my dad, I'm like, how long was you on the boat for? He said like 59 days.
59 days?
Yes. 59 days on the boat before they see land.
So, I have like this big imagination, right? And people that don't know me, I like to visualize. I like to, because right now I'm visualizing the story, what you're telling me in my head, right? So was he somebody important? Like somebody's after him? Like he's like the general or somebody that they're just trying to look for just to execute him?
They was trying to look for him because he actually escaped from prison.
Oh.
Yes, like he ran away from prison and they came back to the village like torturing my grandpa and his friends, trying to see where he was at. He was already on the run. But he was just somebody that was just trying to, trying to find a better life.
Right.
So yeah.
And then the people that
He didn't have kids at that time either. So
no. So
but when he was on the run, he ended up in the South, in Saigon. He ended up, having a wife, 2 kids, but both kids died when they was babies. So then the next time he was leaving, he had to make, he's like, he got to make it, or
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to picture all of this, right? And I see like I'm trying to visualize. Okay, it's like a chaotic scene, right? It's like a movie. You know what I mean? Like
I'm gonna make this movie.
Yeah, like
for sure.
I can see it in my head, just like like a war zone, right? You know what I mean? Like I see people screaming, yelling. It's like really dusty, and I see your dad screaming, calling everybody to get on the boat. Your grandpa, I hear all these.
It was during the Vietnam War, so like it's like right after the Vietnam War was over with. So it's like imagine that time, just imagine that time.
I mean, I can only picture myself in that time frame where your family was, right? And I could hear like all the gunshots, like bah, 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 and then like, like machine guns, like, brrr, like just shooting at everybody, right? And then you have your grandpa sending you guys off to the sea. So why did your grandpa stay behind?
That was a good question. I still have uncles and aunties who never even made it over here. So I think for me, what I never asked, but I just feel like he felt like just in case that, at least the little sisters and brothers, my dad's little sister and brothers that, they still gonna be good right there. Cause anything could happen on that boat, probably,
Right.
So I asked the same question. How come grandpa and grandma didn't come with y'all? Like, how come, I go to school and then, all these kids talking about they got the grandma and grandpa here. I'm like, my grandma and grandpa, like, we gotta go back to Vietnam to see them. So we barely see them. You know what I'm saying? We see them like once every 10 years, like, so.
When your dad got onto the boat with other people, including your sister that was wrapped in a basket, where were they heading to?
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. 59 days.
59 days to get to Hong Kong.
How did your dad know how to get there? Did he use like some kind of map? Did he follow the stars?
That's the crazy part. But so then I look at the map. I think all they had to do, because my city's right here. Hong Kong is right here.
Like up north.
Up north, but this is the coast. So I think they knew that, so they just had to follow the coast up.
Damn.
That's what I think. Because they had to part in their mind, like, as long as we see the land on the left side, we're going to be good. Just keep going up. Keep going up, because that's how you get to China or Hong Kong.
Wow.
Yeah.
59 days. So how did they survive? Did they plant, like before going onto the boat, did they grab a lot of food and things like that?
For sure, they had to. But they told me like when they got hungry, they had to like pull over to the side, ask for food, because they still be like next to land still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what it is. Like for me, the ocean is so big and I'm so scared of the ocean because I don't know how to swim like that. I know how to swim, but not like in the middle of the ocean. It's scary to me. It's like one of the scariest things for me.
Me too.
Really? Because I rather...
It's about like, because I know you could float. It's not like a pool. When I'm on the ocean, I just automatically float. But I'm scared of the sharks and shit like that.
Right. Because like when you have all these creatures that we don't know about, like we can't run anywhere, you know what I mean? And so I can't swim. But like at least for land, at least you can still run and hide and try to escape or whatever, right? So man, that must have been really tough for your family. So when your family got to Hong Kong, how long were they there before they stayed in Hong Kong and then they came to America, or?
So when they stayed to Hong Kong, I think they stayed for like 2 years. They had my brother there. And then they went to the Philippines, to a refugee camp that's where I was born at, in a refugee camp. And I think we stayed there for like, I heard I was only 6 months. And then, they flew to America.
Oh, okay. And that's where you got the name Refugee Baby.
Yes.
Wow, that's really creative. Do you have any memories of the Philippines? Oh, because you're 6 months.
I was 6 months, but like 2 years ago, I went back to the Philippines by myself just to try to see where I was born at. Like I never talked about it, never even thought about it. But one day I'm like, you know what? Let me just see where this refugee camp was. I kind of want to see where I was born at. I booked a flight. I flew back there. It was in Bataan, Philippines, and it looked like paradise. It's beautiful. I'm like, damn, this is where I was born. But it's like, they built a refugee camp right there, and the refugee camp looks like a haunted. It looks crazy,
Yeah.
But it's like a museum now. So there's a security guard. He's just like showing me around, giving me a tour, and it's like, damn, 9 people in this cell right here. When this little house, like a cell, it looked like a cell. You know what I'm saying? 9 people here. Just like 2 bunk beds they got to share. The hospital they showed me, I didn't want to go in. It's like, this is where he was born at. I'm like, damn, that shit looks scary. Like, I'm like, it just looks, it just looked like, especially like back then too, without the technology now, it's like, damn. And, all the nurses was telling my mom, like, they should abort me just because my mom was having, it was difficult times. And like, my mom already had like my brother and my sister, So that's like, how you gonna, so then my mom's like, nah, I'm gonna just have him, man. And she had me, so the rest is history for real.
Yeah. I mean, do you feel good that you went back to see where you were born? Like closure, right?
To be honest, I really never ever thought about it until that very moment. And it was like 2 years ago. Like, I'm gonna just go.
Yeah.
And it was like realization, like, damn, this is where I was born at? Like, how come I never wanted to know,
Yeah. Because, a lot of people, they don't get that opportunity. They don't just like go back to where they were born at.
Because a lot of them was born here. It's easy for them to know where they was born at, like, but the refugees, we was born back, where our mom is from, our dad's from. So sometimes I think it's a good thing to figure out like where we was born at,
right?
Where we from for real,
So talk to me. When your family arrived in the States, did you guys go straight to the Bay Area? Was that the first stop?
Our first stop was Stockton, California.
Stockton, California.
And we was there for like 5-6 years. I remember going to school there too. I was like part of kindergarten. First day of school, got lost. Because, they put us on the yellow bus and stuff like that. And then I guess back in the days over in Stockton, it's like the bus got to drop. So the bus got to drop you off to like different places, wherever your area, wherever you live. That's where the bus supposed to drop you off at. And so we keep going, little couple kids, they get off the bus, and then the bus keep going. Another kid get off the bus keep going, and keep going. So I'm like, damn, I'm the last one. And then I guess, I'm like, this guy, he keep going in circles, but he asked me like where am I supposed to get dropped off at? I don't even know. I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know how to speak English like that, to be honest. And I'm 5 years old, because you a refugee.
Yeah.
We came from Vietnam, so my parents didn't know how to speak English. Like in my household, we speaking straight Vietnamese.
Right.
Right. So I'm like, I think it'd be like 30 minutes to an hour. I'm like, where am I supposed to go? Like, then so the bus driver, he took me off the bus. Like it was in the middle of the freeway. And then put me in another car. I'm like, man, I'm getting kidnapped right now, man. I started crying this shit. I'm like 5 years old, I started crying like, I'm getting kidnapped. They were giving me like a candy and shit. I'm like, y'all ain't shit, man. So.
So how did you get home?
They took me back to the school. My dad picked me up at the school. So like, that's how they found me, But I guess, yeah, I just didn't know where to tell him to drop me off at. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to speak English or something. Like I forgot. I was probably 5 years old at that time too. So, but I remember that. That's the one thing I remember about Stockton.
Yeah. I mean, that must have been really scary. I mean,
shit. We kids, so like we don't know. I don't remember too much.
Didn't you have any friends that was dropped off in the same location?
I think it was the first day of school.
Oh.
It was like the first day of school, and I'm kindergarten. It's like my,
yeah.
You know, nowadays, like you kindergarten, your mom and dad's gonna pick you up. They ain't putting you on a yellow bus.
Yeah.
I was on a yellow bus. I don't think my mom and dad they're like, we ain't got no car, so you're gonna have to take the bus, man. You know?
That's a good story to tell your kids. It was really good. So how did you do in school?
I was all right. I was always good at math.
Yeah.
But I got a high school diploma though. I could say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was always cutting classes like all the time.
Well, back then it was so easy to skip school though. Nobody cared.
Yeah, I hated school. Like I hated going to class, and like, I had a problem paying attention. Like, just like I don't know.
Yeah.
But sometimes like, as long as I get my high school diploma, I could just do whatever I want to do
right.
after.
You're right. And I think most of us are like that. Like, you sit in class and then it gets boring and then your mind starts thinking about something, right?
Right. I was telling him in the car earlier, I'm like, I think that's where all my gift came from, like as in storytelling. Because I remember being in class and I'm like, the teacher would go off 5 plus 7. I'm just thinking about some other shit. I'm like, it's a whole movie I'm thinking about from the beginning to the end. And I'm like, damn, I do this every day too. Like, you know.
Yeah.
And now look, I'm writing script movies. I'm like, oh, that probably, put 2 to 2 together. That's where the gift came from,
I want to know, how many siblings do you have?
I have 5.
5 total, including you with 6.
Mm-hmm.
So you have, is it 3 sisters?
I have 4 sisters and a brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're the oldest?
I'm in the middle.
You're in the middle. So you're the middle child.
I'm the middle child.
Are you close with your siblings?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm close with my siblings, yeah.
Do you feel like you're...
Some of them.
Some of them, yeah.
Not all of them. Yeah.
Not all of them. Are you like overprotective? You're an overprotective brother?
Yes. My little sisters, hell yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
know that. Yeah.
Do you think that your siblings listen to your music?
They all do, yeah.
They do? And they like it? They're proud of their big brother?
For sure. My little sisters, for sure, they'll repost all my shit. My older sister would tell me she's proud of me and shit like that, So I'm like, it feels good.
Besides your family, do you have other relatives here in the States?
I have hella cousins.
Really?
Hella cousins, hella uncles, hella aunties, great uncles, great aunties. We just a big family. So everybody that I was telling you that was in the village, we all came over here. Most of us, almost the whole village.
Were they on that same boat or a different boat?
Everybody had their own boats, but it's like not all at the same time, Like some people will go a year before us, after us, or.
Man, I'm trying to picture this boat, man. Like how big is this boat?
This right here. This is exactly the one.
No.
Mm-hmm. It's the boat.
Dang, no way.
So when I go back to, I'm like, that boat? They say, yeah, that's the boat. That's the boat.
Well, you know what, though? If you're in a situation like that.
Like this.
No, I cannot.
Small. There ain't no way.
It's small, yeah.
No, like 10 of you guys?
No, probably like 15.
Oh, hell no. Yeah. How?
10, 15. I mean, there's babies, 2 kids. I don't know.
I don't think we could put 15 Mayuris on there.
No.
Well, maybe a little bigger than this.
It's got to be bigger.
This the boat, though. This the boat. Exact boat.
So did it have a motor or everything was by hand when they were sailing?
I think it was by hand.
Yeah, dude. It's back in the old days.
There ain't no motor back then. I think everything was by hand.
Yeah.
Bro, we're talking about 1970s. Or no, not
1990.
Yeah, it happened.
But don't quote me on this. I don't really know too much about what the boat, how the boat looked, or I know how it looked. They showed me about it. No, I don't think there was a motor on it. Maybe it was.
It's got to be a motor on there.
No, because if there's a motor on there and you're trying to escape, it's gonna make a lot of noise. You know what I mean, right? Because you're trying to escape, and so.
But maybe they only use the motor like during, like the daytime and the nighttime. They just kind of sell in the darkness.
Maybe.
But it's shit. It's risky though. But you know what though? Like if your life depends on it, you do whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying? Like you do whatever it takes to get on that boat.
I mean, they got caught plenty of times. before they really got over there. So maybe they did have a motor and they heard it.
When they got caught, like, what did they have to do? Like, they had to like pay off the soldiers.
You can't. They don't have no money to pay off them. So I heard my dad was telling me they put them in like little holes, right? And they would be trapped in the hole for days. And I know he told me about my auntie's little sister. She had to scratch her face like this, like scratch it. I'm like, why? She said, because they be trying to rape them. And she trying to look ugly so she wouldn't get raped. And they would put my dad in jail, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's crazy. It was crazy back then, for sure. That's why I'd be like, damn, like, you know, we kind of blessed. Like, whatever we go through, too, like our prison system, or going to jail, it's way easier than what they had to go through, you know?
So I know you mentioned that you grew up in Hayward, California. How was that like?
So from Stockton, we moved straight to Hayward. We lived there for like 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool because, like, you know, I'm probably like 6, 7, 8 years old, 9 years old. I'm always leaving the house. My parents was okay with it, like by myself. Because in their head, it's like we were still in Vietnam, and like we just leaving the house. You know, so, you know, I'm always on the neighborhood with the kids out there. We playing baseball, football, basketball, skateboard or whatever, like whatever we're doing, riding bikes. It was fun. It was really fun for me growing up.
Yeah.
As kids.
Were there a lot of Asians?
It's mostly blacks.
Black and Mexicans?
Yes.
So why did your parents move out that way?
I don't think they know. Like, even when they moved to Stockton, they got, first place we landed was Stockton. They probably felt Stockton was really bad. So they moved to, you know, the Bay Area, but it's about the same. You know, and I don't think they knew. They didn't know what, you know, what the ghetto was. Like, they probably thought everything was the ghetto. Like, they probably thought it was all like that. That's what I'm thinking.
I think anywhere, you know, coming from like a war zone, I think anywhere that looks...
It's better than where they came from.
Right,
for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is that, you know, you said that you're, you know, it's a lot of Black and Mexican, you know. I've seen, you know, I've been like listening to your music, you know, on YouTube, and I've seen like these comments, you know, comments saying like, oh, you know, he's trying to act Black or he's trying to sound Black, da-da-da-da-da. You know, like, for me, I'm just like, I'm like reading all these comments and everything, right? I'm like, what the fuck? What does Black sound like? You know what I'm saying?
I just really don't, I'm really cultured though. Like, I feel like I'm not trying to sound Black. I'm cultured. I'm from the Bay. If you from the Bay, this is how we talk. Mexican, Black, white, Afghan, Indian, whatever, we all talk like this.
And, you know, I have to agree with you, Dub, because I think that the way that someone talks is, you know, it's about the environment where they grew up, like the community, the culture, the surroundings, the people that they hang out with, things like that. So I think you sound the way that you grew up in that area, in that culture. So I really disagree on some people saying, you know, he wants to talk like he's Black or he sounds Black. Like,
you know, I did grow up in the streets too. So like, you know, our school was Black. A lot of, you know, but like, you know, also going to jail, you know, 90% is Black and Mexicans. Like, and it's like the Asians, and there's not that many. It's like just me, me and probably another person. But then, you know, we in there every day, you know, politicking or whatever, like, you know, just chopping it up with them. And, you know, I mean, it's just like, this is where I'm from. I never knew how to talk any other way. Like, just how I've been talking.
I have a lot of Asian friends that tell me, you know what, Mayuri, you don't even sound Asian. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how does an Asian person supposed to sound like Fabi? Right, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't make any sense. So I think that, you know, speech, right, it reflects on experience, not the skin color, not your ethnicity. So wherever you grew up at, the culture, like, for example, people that live here in the South, you're going to fucking sound country. If you live in the Valley, you're going to fucking sound Valley. You know? So, man.
I have, you know what?
Shame on you people for putting dumb comments like that.
I just feel like it don't bother me though, because it's just how I grew up. But then, like, I have a cousin too. Like, she's not from, like, she's not streets at all. Like, she's just a mom. She's a mom. She works at a hospital. She just like, you know, she's a wife and all that, but she still sound hood.
Yeah.
She don't look like, she's dressed regular too, like, you know, but she sounds hood. You know, she's from the Bay.
Right.
And I feel like anywhere else on the earth, like anywhere, I feel like the Bay Area is that number one place where it's like, we just all sound the same. We like culture. You know, we all listen to the same music.
Mm-hmm.
Before the pandemic, like we all just listened to the Bay Area music. That's it. It was E40, Mac Dre, Too Short, The Jacket. Like, you know, that's all we listened to.
Mm-hmm.
We were like, we're gonna bump underground. We don't want to listen to mainstream. Like that's how it was in the Bay. So we all like, you know, adopted lingo. There was the hyphy movement. Do you guys know about the hyphy movement?
I don't know. Danny, do you know? I'm whitewashed.
Yeah, I am from Sacramento, so yes.
So you know the hyphy movement. So
yeah, yes, sir.
My generation growing up with the hyphy movement, we were all trying to be hyphy. Like, you know, we was just like adopting the movement. We was, you know, thizzle dance and the way we talk was the same. Like everybody was like that. Like growing up as kids, you know, it was the Bay Area. Like I can't, you know, explain how another Asian guy from another hood talk like that, but that's how it was.
Were you ever, I know that on the podcast, you know, Innovation and Hoodstocks, you mentioned that you were affiliated with you know, being in a gang. I mean, you don't have to tell me your set or anything, but can you tell me your experiences?
Everything. Seen it all. Yeah. See, when I was 15, I lost my older brother. You know, in a rumble, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, So yeah, it started when I was 15 and, you know, it just kept going, you know, in and out of jail, you know, catching cases like that, you know, so.
Yeah. Was it, I mean, did you have to do stuff that you didn't want to do? Just looking back.
I always wanted to do anything that I did, you know, it was just, yeah.
Can you tell us what age were you? Your 15. First, you know, I'm saying like your first fight. You remember?
I was in the middle school of 4th grade.
Middle school.
A fight?
Yeah,
like a fight, yeah.
Well, what happened?
It was a big black kid. He was hella big. He was like twice bigger than me. Like, you know. We was in summer school and then we was in class. I asked to have some of those hot Cheetos he was eating and shit. He said no. I'm like, I'll see you after class, bro. Like, was that? Right when the bell rang, I ran up and I just, you know, I started punching him and shit, and he put me in a headlock. So I elbowed him right here in the stomach. His fat ass. He started crying and shit. You know, my homies, you know, they jumped in and shit. My friends that I went to school with, they ended up like, you know, and it was fun. It was cool. You know,
dang,
it was a long time ago.
All for some hot Cheetos.
Yeah, I know. I thought he was the bully because he is usually the bully though. I'm not gonna cap that dude right there. He used to punk on everybody during regular school, but in summer school, I don't know. It's just like, you know.
Yeah. I
wanted some hot Cheetos.
So did you ever get your Cheetos after that?
Nah, no.
After all the fight, nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, for no reason because I wanted my Cheetos. You know.
Fuck. All that shit. Man, you didn't get nothing.
But you know, it's more like a respect thing. I probably. It was not even respect because I feel like he could have, you know, if he say no, he say no. But, you know, me at that time, it's like, damn, dog, you don't fuck with me? All right, you know.
So when you went to the 5th grade, did you see him?
I think he got transferred.
Oh, he got transferred. Okay, so.
But I got expelled. Or I got suspended. I remember I got suspended from that.
From that fight?
Just from that, yes. I got suspended.
And then when you went back, you got respect and people just gave you all the Cheetos?
We just forgot all about that, man. After that summer, it was just different. Like, you know, we forgot about it. You know, who's kids? We kids.
Right. All right. So I wanted to ask you, I know that you've been very open about being locked up and everything. How old were you when you got locked up and how was your experience?
I mean, shit, it was in and out of jail. When I was, you know, juvenile hall. Mm-hmm. Juvenile hall, so it was like under 18.
Yeah.
I went down for something serious, man. And at that time, you know, I was on the run. Mm. I went down for like, it's just some shit. I don't know if I should even talk about.
No, you don't have to. Yeah. But I mean, were you on like America's Most Wanted though? No.
Well, it was like damn near the city most wanted, like shit like that. Like, it was like, you know, attempt and shit like that, right? So I was on the run.
Yeah.
You know, they hit my house, you know, and I was on a run for like 2 weeks, I think, a week or two, from what I remember. You know, going to like driving to Fresno, California, just staying at my girlfriend's house at that time.
Yeah.
And you know, mom calling me like, "Hey, they hitting the house, woo, woo, woo," you know, telling me to come home. I'm like, I'm not going home. They're gonna take me in, you know, woo, woo. You know, it's crazy because the whole time, like, I just felt like, you know, betrayal was at the highest, you know, because I just found out some shit at that time, like, you know, that, you know, like the girl that was next to me, that was my girl, was the one who told on me and shit. So I'm like, damn. And I didn't even know that till later on. I'm like, damn, I slept next to her too. You know what I'm saying? So
how did you find out it was her?
Just the paperwork. When you go to jail, when I finally went to jail,
really?
They release all the paperwork to tell, you know, they got everything's on there.
Damn.
Who snitched, who told anything that anybody told, it's on the paperwork.
Did you confront her?
I never confronted her, but she watched this. She knows you. Nigga.
Do you have anything to say to her right now?
No, just fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
So I wanted to ask you, when you were locked up, right? Did you see other Asian people?
There's only one other Asian dude. That's it.
With you during that time you were locked up?
It was a Cambodian dude. Everybody else black. And a couple Mexicans.
How was that though? I mean, that to me, that would have been the scariest thing, because if I didn't
even think of it like that though, because I was always around blacks and Mexicans, so it just,
you were used to it.
Yeah,
but
like even like, I feel like even LA or anywhere else, like all the Asians was really like together, Mexicans together, blacks together. But in the Bay, it's like you could have blacks, Mexican, Asians all together. You know what I'm saying? So I had black friends. I had Mexican friends. Like, you know, so. So
when things got a little tense when you were locked up, did you sided more with like blacks or Mexican? You know, that somebody that had your back?
I just fuck with everybody who fuck with me. That's it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Man, that's scary.
Yeah.
What about racism? You know, I want to hear more about, like, did you ever had any, you know, racism, like how you grew up, things like that? Never. You've never had any racism?
No, the only racism is the shit I see online today. These dudes are bogus, man. Like, for real. Like, y'all, that's only online. Like, you know.
Which one? Like, how, like, what did they say?
Oh, like, why he talking black? Why he acting black? But I never heard it from nobody. Not from one black person who said I act black. Well, not from one Mexican or Asian that say I act black in person.
Yeah. It's only the online people.
Yeah, it's only online. I never hear from somebody who told somebody who told somebody who told me. Like, never. You know?
Right. And that's what I was telling you earlier, because I saw it when I was listening to your music and I was going to listen to your album, things like that. I saw people commenting, you know, saying, you know, you sound black, you try to act black.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck? How are you supposed to sound and act black? You know what I mean? Right. So
I feel like for me, like growing up, you know, being around whatever blacks or Mexicans and shit, we used to always roast on each other. Like, you know, roast like on a school bus.
Yeah.
You know, they would say some Asian jokes about me. You know, I say something back then, but it's just like, it's to me, that's why when people say that, it's like, that ain't racist to me. I don't know, we just roasting. Like, you know, I'll say something back too, you know? So
yeah.
I ain't sensitive to that point where it's like, oh, this saying I'm Jackie Chan, that's racist. I don't look at it like that.
Yeah.
I just laugh, you know, okay, then I'll come back and say something about him, like, you know?
Yeah.
That's how we grew up.
Same here too, because I never felt like, you know, that hurted my feelings or anything like that, you know? So, but I want to know, how did you get into music?
When I was 9 years old, me and my cousins was in a room and we was listening to Tupac and Bone Thugs. It was like, damn, man, like we trying to rap like them. So we went to go, I don't know how we got a cassette tape, I think from his dad or something. We was at my cousin's house. And we used to have a computer with speakers and you know, computer mic. No, this is before computer mic, I'm tripping. So back then we have a Kazaa and Napster. We would download the beats. We would download Bone Thugs beats or Tupac beat, whatever. And we would have it playing on the speaker and we put the cassette tape right there. We would press record and play. And then we'll write something and then we'll rap into that cassette tape. This before everything. This is 98, you know, 99. I'm only 9 years old. So, you know, my older cousins is older than me though. So they been into it. They getting me into it. So
Yeah.
that's when I started rapping. I was 9 years old.
Wow. And then your cousins, they were rapping too, right?
It was rapping too.
See, a lot of kids, like our kids nowadays, they don't know what a cassette player is.
They don't know. They already got the iPhones, iPads. They got all that, so they good.
You know, I honestly though, I really
They know
miss
the struggles.
I really miss the old days though, because remember the beepers and stuff. I don't know if you remember that.
Man, hell yeah, I remember that shit. I got a funny ass story about that.
I want to hear it. Tell me.
So my older cousin, he used to come around with the beepers, man. He was like, damn, me and my brother was like, that's clean, bro. We trying to get one too, man. He's trying to show off the beepers. He going like, look, this, somebody beeped him, so he gonna get the phone and call that beeper. And I'm like, oh shit, that's tight.
With like, the messages and stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm like, hey, can you get us one? He said, yeah, it's gonna be $40. Me and my brother probably asked our mom or dad, like, you know, can we get $20 for like, you know, some food and shit, whatever it was. We gave it to him and it never came back. Hey, if you watching this, you know that beeper never came to me, man. I'm still looking for that.
I mean, Asian Avenue. Were you on Asian Avenue?
I don't think I was on Asian Avenue, but I was on AIM.
Yeah. AOL,
shit.
Right?
AOL, AIM, all that.
Were you on Asian Avenue, Danny?
Yes.
What was your name?
Danny over there. He was asking every girl ASL, all that type of shit. I know your ass over there back then, man.
Well, it would be Asian Stud 916 Asian Avenue.
I'm surprised you don't have an Asian Avenue.
I think I was too young, probably. I was probably too young. And I didn't really care about it. I don't know. Man,
they had like names that was off the wall, like Asian Baby on Fire XX4, fucking Asian Too Fine, freaking Dragonfly.
It was wild. It was wild back then. I am all that shit.
I'm not gonna lie though, I miss the old days because you know the old days we used to like play outside and like do hopscotch and ride our bikes and.
You know what's crazy? I wrote to a song about the old days.
Yeah. Which one was it?
I didn't record it yet, but I wrote to it. It's pretty dope.
Oh man, I can't wait.
About like, remember we was just like 5-6 bikes in front of the house. You know, that's how we met up with each other. So how do you come up with lyrics? Like, do you write your own lyrics? Yes, of course. I wrote everything. Yeah. Do you just sit there and you just like you just like daydream and it just like come to you? It's so natural. I can't even explain it. People, my homeboy would ask me like, "Hey, how you come up with?" I'm like, it's so natural. Like I can't even explain it no more. It's just so like if I just hear a beat, I'm just writing. I don't even think about it. It's just I'm just writing after another. Damn, I got a whole lyric. Yeah, like that. Cause see, I'm kind of like you, but I don't write lyrics. What I do is like sometimes when I wake up in the middle of the night, I had like this wild ass dream, right? What I do is I get up and I go on my phone and I would write what I had the dream about, right? And so like the next day or like the next few weeks, I would go back to see, like I would have these dreams to see if if it like connects with each other or whatever. But I usually do like write my dreams. I journal everything that I dream if I wake up in the middle of the night because I'm like, fuck, man, I be having some wild ass dream. Like what kind of dreams? Like, man, it'd be crazy. Like dreams of me like fighting people or like that gangster girl came back out. Gangster or like fucking me like doing some Chinese like like kung fu and shit and me being an animal and stuff like that. And then I'm some people be like they believe in signs and shit. They say it was a sign. I'm like, no, it was just a dream. Yeah. Like like sometimes dream is just like sometimes it's what you thought of before you went to sleep. You think so? I think so. Okay, this is off subject. Sometimes I be having horrible dreams and I don't want to think that it's a sign. Like, I just feel like maybe I was thinking, I was having bad thoughts before I went to sleep. Do you think that the universe is telling you something? I don't want to think that. Yeah, like you're in another dimension? Maybe, but I don't want to think that. I don't know. Like Dub P is in another matrix doing some wild shit. Like the future is trying to tell you something. I never thought that far. I might gotta smoke 2 blunts, eat an edible, and then start thinking shit like that. But nah, I ain't thought like that. All right. Nah. Well, let me ask you this. Do you think the world is round or you think it's flat? It's round.
You think it's round? Because I think it's flat.
It's flat. You think so?
Yeah, I think it's flat. What about?
I mean, there's mountains and shit, so I could be flat.
I think it's flat. I mean, you're good at math. You're probably smarter than me at math.
Hey, just to forewarning Dub P,
Huh?
she believes in aliens. So
I believe in aliens too.
okay.
Oh,
So you're one of those weirdos then.
I believe in aliens.
I do. I fucking believe in aliens.
I see
Let
the
me go get the
UFO.
tinfoil.
Huh?
Let me go get the tinfoil.
I actually got some on my phone. It's a UFO. I seen it myself.
I believe in aliens. Like, no, for real, I really do. Because I think that there's something out there, like some wild shit out there.
Yeah, but I feel like the aliens is not like hurting us though. I don't think so. For some reason, they're not hurting us. Because if they would have been, they would have took us out.
Right.
If they wanted to, you know, if they that strong. So it's like, you know, they ain't not trying to hurt us.
Yeah.
So we're not trying to hurt them. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I don't think we can hurt them because look at in the movies, they got all this technology and shit. Fuck, man.
But look, the government knows something we don't know.
Right.
They probably made a deal with the aliens. Like,
you think so?
Maybe. I think so. Like, we just know half of what the government knows, though. They can't tell us everything, right?
Yeah, because if they tell us everything, people would go crazy.
They go crazy, so they have to keep it.
All right, I want to talk real growth. So the moment that you finally sat down and you're like, you know what, fuck it, I want to go ahead and just like be serious about this music career. What age were you? And like, when did you start taking your music career seriously?
I was like 27. So I you know, me and my homies, we got indicted into we got indicted. You know, all my homies got locked up. People doing time, doing 5 years, 2 years, shit like that. Some doing 10 years. And when I got out, I had a kid. I had a baby. You know what I'm saying? And it's my son right now. So I wasn't even thinking about rap or anything. I was just trying to be a father, you know, take care of him and shit like that. Mm-hmm. So by the time I was 27, he was probably like 5 years old. I made an Instagram account, you know, and I started recording again. I went to the studio, put out some songs, put it on Instagram, and I started getting like, you know, responses from it. I'm like, damn, they fucking with it, you know. I was nervous. I'm like, in my first music video, I'm nervous as hell. But they liked it though, you know, so I kept putting it out. Yeah. And that's how it happened.
Cause I really like your music. I really like, you know, your lyrics. I really like just everything about it. You know what I mean? Right. I think it's like it's come from the heart, like your music, your style. I can actually vibe to it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I mean, you're just so talented.
Thank you.
And I think the world needs to see you. Thank you. I think the world needs to see you more because I like your music, especially that song Alone. I don't know if it's like an old school song.
I know you was going to say Alone.
Why?
Because he told me about it. He said, he told me that you hella like this one song. I'm like, I bet you was Alone.
Why is that? Is that like a chick song? Because a lot of girls like that song, I think.
Yeah, for sure. That. Also, it's the song that blew me up.
Really?
Yeah, it was that song.
I like that song, and I also like. I think I have like a girl crush on Alexis Sophia. That Secret.
Okay.
Secret. I like that song.
I'll let her know.
Yeah. I have a girl crush on her.
Okay.
Yeah. So I like that song. I like that Secret song. I think that it's a song that I could listen to it on repeat.
Right.
So it's keep doing what you do because I'm a big fan. So
thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. So coming from an Asian family, I know that majority of, you know, our Asian parents, they want us to be lawyers, doctors, engineers, right? How did your mom and dad feel when they found out that you wanted to be a rapper?
They wasn't fucking with it at first. But like, my dad, he never really said nothing about it. My mom, I feel like she's seen the vision a little bit. Or either that, she just wanted me to stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
So like after my brother died, you know, I'm in the house. Because
now you're the only boy now, right?
I'm the only boy. And I'm like, you know, she never wanted me to go out. You know what I'm saying? Before I was going out a lot, you know what I'm saying? But after that, it was just like, I knew she wanted me to stay home. I'm like, Mom, can you take me to go buy this real quick? She said, what is that? I'm like, is recording equipments.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to focus on this music real quick and see what it could do for me.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the music store and I spent like $400
with her own money.
Mm-hmm. I'm still a kid at this time. I'm probably like 15. This is when my brother first died. I was 15. So I didn't have no money like that. So she did buy that for me. I put it in my room, set it up, and I started going crazy. I started dropping, like, recording hella songs, dropping it. But I was just like getting like people was just knowing me in my city.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not everywhere yet. Nah, it wasn't like that yet.
Yeah.
Just known in my city. So yeah, that's how it started. Yeah.
$400. That was a lot of money back then.
Yeah.
And your mom just forked out $400 just for you just to do all that.
Yeah, that's why I love it. Like, I appreciate that. It's like she probably seen the vision. Mm-hmm. So now she's like, damn, I see it. I'm proud of you. I'm saying, she said, I'm proud of you. My sister said, I'm proud of you. I'm like, this is something they say when you graduate college and shit like that, As
of today, I'm talking about like right now, do you think that your parents are proud of you right now?
Yes.
Like, what about your dad?
Yeah, my dad too. They put my music on.
What? Your dad?
Yeah.
Which song?
All of them. I know people be telling me, like my cousin would tell me, like, hey man, your dad be trying to show the other uncles your songs and shit like that. I'm like, for sure. I know he's proud of me. He just don't know how to say it.
Right. And I think a lot of our parents are like that. Like, they don't know how to, how like the American people are, like they're just so open and like, oh yeah, I love you, Dub. Like, give mom a hug and a kiss. But
nah, you don't see that.
No,
not in the Asian family. Nah. You're not going to see that.
They know your parents love you because for sure. They're showing out.
They have another way to show it.
Yeah.
They might not do it in front of you though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So how does that make you feel when your dad is like showing off your music?
It feels good. Like, it's not only my dad though. It's everybody. It's my uncles, my aunties, the ones that, used to tell me like how bad I am back then. Like,
Mm-hmm.
But now they proud too. So it's like, sometimes like, yeah, it makes me feel good for sure.
And then it just makes you want to do more, right? Like keep pushing.
Yes. They tell me that too. Like my mom, like why you stop doing it? Why you? I'll be watching all your, your little YouTube, contents and shit like that. She's like, how come? Why stop for it? I'm like, don't worry, mom. Like, it's slowly, it's gonna drop. Like that. Don't worry. She thinking like it's over with. Like, she don't know.
Yeah.
She don't know. Like, you put it out every once a month or 2 months. She thinking like you got to put it out every day type shit. So it's funny.
That's crazy. So I want to know what's the hardest journey that you had to face, especially like the challenges, with your music career.
Just trying to go mainstream is always the toughest challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like what are we doing this for? I feel like I want to make it to where, the highs of the highest artist is at. Like, but as an Asian artist, it's really hard. It's really hard.
What is that like? Is that because they don't see that we're capable of doing it?
Maybe. I'm not sure. But if it was easy, you would have seen somebody there already.
What's one street smart lesson that you learned the hard way and that kind of just like stuck with you forever?
Save money. At the end of the day, it's all about money. Like, well, it's not all about money. It's about family and everything. But to keep a family intact, to keep like you from going crazy or whatever, like you gotta know how to save money.
That's like the street smart.
Because like in the beginning, like I always blow my money, like that. But like now it's like, you save money, you gotta buy a house.
Mm-hmm.
Buy a house before you buy jewelry or cars and shit like that. Just know your value, know what's more important than what's not as much as important.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
To me, that's my street smart. Like, and not only that, just really focus on the things you need to focus on.
Yeah. What about like respect? Like, respect is like handed to you, right? Like what is that like the definition of that to
so
you?
I got a song. It's gonna be on my new EP. and it goes like this. Fuck money, but I need my respect.
Mm-hmm.
So not all money is good money, but all respect is good respect.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather have respect over money any day, just because it's like, you know, somebody might want to pay you for something, but it might cost something for that.
Right.
And that something might be something that is not good. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or you gonna take that money over respect? You know what I'm talking about? So it's like what you said earlier.
Yeah.
If the police want to pay you $5,000 for you to snitch, like, I would take that respect over that $5,000 any day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's it. You know, all money ain't good money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, sometimes money talk though.
It do, but all money, you know, even your mom and dad would tell you like all money ain't good money, you know. So like not everything. You might take that, but you know, you could be making a deal with the devil.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. Yeah. So I want to know, double P, it stands for, what is it? Dub P, double P?
So it's really double P, but
Double
dub
P.
is for short. People want to say double P, they say dub P.
Mm-hmm.
So it's my first name and my last name, the initials.
Oh. Can I guess?
Yeah. You could try. It's hard.
It's PP, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Fook Fam?
Close. You're close, but it's not foot. But fam, you're right.
Fam? Okay. Fung Fam.
Nah. We're going to leave this off the camera. I don't want them knowing my government name. But you close. You close.
Damn. I'm going to get
close.
it though one day.
That
For
was
real.
close.
I'm going to get it one day. All right. So we hear the music and we see the moves. What's one thing that people don't know about you that you wish that they did?
I mean, how cool I am. I don't know. I'm chill. I just like to chill. I like nature.
Nature?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like driving scenery?
Just like, I like anything. Like, just like nature. Like, you know, like being in the woods and shit sometimes. Like, you know,
like camping?
Not camping, but just like being out there, you know, like outdoors.
Yeah.
Type shit, you know. Camping too, like maybe, you know, like whatever.
Yeah.
But I used to
like fishing? You like going fishing?
I fished. I went to fish before, but I didn't fish myself. But yeah, fishing is cool. I just like the nature.
Okay. Because I've been to California up north.
Yeah.
I've been to Oregon, but I've never been to like.
Yeah, so what they do up there?
They're on some good stuff.
The good stuff?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like they smoke and they're just like, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, you know, I'm from California and it's legalized.
And it's
so,
recreational,
yes, yeah. So we grow weed.
Yeah.
You know, I used to grow outdoor and shit like that. So I used to have to go there all the time, and it's like nature. It's just like in the mountain, but it's like in the woods. You know, it just feels good, you know?
Yeah.
The air feels good.
Yeah, I know what you mean because I really miss the mountains a lot. Yeah. I miss the mountains. I miss just being outdoors.
Because, you know, like the cities, the air is like really polluted. Like it's really bad for you too, you know?
Yeah.
You know, you hear noises all the time. But when you out there, it's completely quiet.
Yeah. Do you like looking up at the stars and stuff?
Yeah, I do.
You know, I always wanted to go watch or look at like, what do you call those? What is it called? The stars.
The Northern Lights.
Yes, the Northern Lights, Lights.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've been to Alaska once. I've been to Alaska. It was pretty dope because like it was like midnight and it was still bright. I'm like, why is it still bright outside? It was crazy.
I think I saw something that you guys were out there in Alaska. I did not know that Asian people live in Alaska.
I didn't know until I came out there to do a show, and it was a lot of Asians. It was lit.
Like a lot of
I think they get paid, right, to stay out there.
They get paid like $1,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling somebody today about it. I'm like,
well,
you know.
do you realize that Alaska is like one of the highest depression, like suicide rate, because it's so depressing? That's why they pay people.
I didn't know that.
And then a lot of people get abducted in Alaska.
What's that? What's a dub hit?
Abducted.
Abducted?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. But
I heard there's a lot of aliens out there.
Yeah. Ooh, damn.
So
Got two conspiracy theory on here.
Well, there's a lot of Eskimos out there too, because I have a lot of friends I only have one friend, I'm sorry, not a lot. But I remember she's from Alaska and she gave me like this ice cream that's made out of like oil or something. But she told me that her grandma said that it's made out of like seal oil and it's like berries and stuff.
Wow,
it's called a tuk ice cream or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is this that I'm eating? She's like, oh, it's ice cream. This is what we eat in back home. And she said, well, the real way to make it is with seal oil. But she made it with like, I don't know what kind of oil, but
right,
I mean, it was good. It was just, it's not like real ice cream, it's like sweet and stuff. But it's just, it was weird.
In Alaska?
Yeah.
Oh,
She's an Eskimo and she's so pretty too.
That's crazy, yeah.
Because at first I thought she was Asian.
They got to fight off like polar bears and shit, right?
I think so. Polar bears and like reindeers.
No, yeah, I won't be worried about reindeers, but polar bears is like the most aggressive animal on earth. Like they like.
You're talking about the mama bears?
Polar bears, the white ones. They're known for like hunting humans.
Wow,
The grizzly bears not like if they're hungry, they probably gonna eat you up.
Yeah, but like if you run zigzag, right, you'd be okay.
They'll catch you. Because what they say like a black bear fight back. A grizzly bear lay down. A polar bear, they say there's nothing you can do. That's what they say.
Well, fuck, you can't go anywhere because
you get killed.
Yeah, you know that bears they can run up to like 35 miles per hour.
Yeah, and they can swim. Yeah. Polar bears can swim.
A fastest human can only run like 28 miles per hour.
No, they're going to catch you. And you know how strong it is. And then I heard like they don't kill you first. They'll just eat you alive. They'll just lay on you, put all the weight on you, just going to chew your face up. Like,
if you had one word to describe yourself, who you are now, you as an artist and as a man right now, what word would it be and why?
I'm chill.
Chill. Why?
I'm chill.
Why are you chill?
Because I feel like I've been through it all. Like, people who haven't been through it all, they're more like, on edge about their life and this and that. But like, I've been through it. I already seen it all. Like all the hard part it's already behind me. Now it's all the good that's in front of me now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm chilling out for that. Ain't no point for me to be, intense or aggressive or anything about what's coming to me now.
Yeah.
All the hard parts already behind me. So
why do I get this energy from you? You just sound so happy and just so
I'm good. I'm chilling.
Forgiving.
I'm chilling. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
So I mean, I'm sure you had a lot of struggles growing up, right?
Yes, for sure. I already told you everything from a baby.
Yeah.
I started before a baby. Before me, it was my dad's, my mom. So, all that shit's behind us now. We good now.
Yeah, you're just so positive and just so talented. So
right, appreciate you.
Yeah. So I know that you on your previous podcast you mentioned that you are Buddhist.
Yes.
And so I know that. Okay, guys, fact check me, okay? Because I know that like you're Buddhist and my Buddhist because I'm Buddhist as well.
Right.
But I think that we're kind of different because like y'all's Buddhist, you guys wear the Vietnamese Buddhist and Chinese Buddhist. They wear like the maroon robe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because our Buddhists, we wear yellow or orange or...
No, we wear yellow. We wear yellow too, and orange too.
Okay, maybe it's the Chinese that I'm thinking. Because I know like the novice monks, they wear gray, or like the nuns, the Vietnamese nuns.
They wear gray.
They wear gray, right?
But then some monks wear gray or orange,
or
gold, whatever. Yellow, orange, yellow, something like that.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you because I don't know if you knew, but like Buddha. He was born a prince, right?
Okay.
So like he gave up all that shit. Like he gave up all his royalties and stuff, right? So he can go and try to figure out why we suffer, why the humans suffer, right? So if you had that choice today as being either you be a powerful king or a monk, which path would you take and why?
Damn.
Would you be the most powerful king with all the royalties, all the monies, all the bitches that you have? Or would you just be a peaceful, happy monk, just, I don't know, just traveling and just
but
being...
Can I eat meat?
Because you're a monk. You can't eat meat, bro.
You're right. And I gotta be a king.
You want to be a king?
I mean, it's just that I love meat. I don't know if I could just get. I'm just saying. It's just something I just can't. If I feel like I can't do it, it's no point of me saying I would do it. Because if I become a monk and I crave for meat, I'm already losing the battle. Like, you're supposed to even crave for meat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
well, I think the our Buddhist monk, they can eat meat. Like I've seen like my dad and stuff eat meat.
Oh, okay. Ours can't. We gotta eat vegetarian.
Yeah.
And we gotta be vegan.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about your EP that you're dropping soon.
Okay.
Tell me more about it.
My EP will have 10 songs on it. It's called Food Dog. I'm about like 95% done. Probably just gotta mix and master a few songs. And this should drop in like September.
You're talking about the food dog, the Chinese food dog?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
It just means protection.
How did you come up with that?
I just thought about it like, people always talking about dragging this, dragging. They always leave food dogs out. People never talk about food dogs. You know what I'm saying? But food dogs is the protection of, of a family. That's why, or a business. So you go to like a nail shop, you see 2 food dogs there. It's really to protect the business or protect whatever.
Yeah.
But people also talk about the dragon. I want to talk about the food dog. So this EP is about just us protecting our family, protecting what we got, protecting our business, protecting our career, not letting the outsiders or whoever hating and shit to like try to, mess that up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's always going to be people who trying to mess up what you got going on.
Yeah,
you know? But
so I want to know what kind of energy are you trying to put out there on your EP for your listener to really catch?
What kind of energy?
Yeah.
Oh, we got all type of shit. We got pain music. We got hard music. We got love music. We got just chill music. And we got all type of shit on there. Like all my albums, that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I make projects. Like my projects will go crazy. I know that for sure. Like that's what I do. I love making projects.
For this EP, how long did it take you to start and finish?
Usually an EP would take me like a couple months, but this one I took my time with it. This one probably like 5-6 months.
5-6 months.
I took breaks within making this project, but that's why it's taking so long. But yeah, it's just like how I'm feeling. I make music on how I feel that at that moment. So if I'm going through something, I'll make pain music. If it's something about, a female, I'll make a song about a female.
Yeah.
It's about the streets, I'll make a song about the streets. Like, I just go whatever that's in the moment.
Do you ever feel like you second guess? Like, for example, like you feel like you wrote lyrics and it's just too much information or it's just too personal, but you're like, you know what? Fuck it. I already wrote it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it out anyways.
I feel like before, yeah. I'd be like, damn, I think I'm saying too much, but now it's like, I don't put too much out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't put too much out, but I can make a song good without putting too much out,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And before, when you said before, did you have any like regrets? You're like, oh fuck, man, I should have never put that out there.
Yes. It'd be a couple times. I'm like, damn, I should put that out, Yeah, it'd be a lot of times.
Yeah. So how does that make you feel? You just
when it's already out, I'm like, damn, but everybody love it. I'm like, fuck. They fuck with it. They fuck with the shit sometimes that I don't fuck with.
Yeah. That's
the weirdest part about music. I'm not gonna lie to you, because like sometimes the shit that I feel like is not good, the thing is good. Yeah. And I see that in some of the artists. When I watch the interview, like Kodak Black, he had a song called No Flocking. He said that's like he hated that song, but that's the song that blew him up.
Mm-hmm. What about the process of songwriting? Does it ever give you like closure? Or like, let's say, for example, like you've been hurt and then you wrote the song and then it's out, people hear it, people love it, and then you just feel good about it. Have you ever had any songs that you put out that you got healing from it?
It might be a song with like, it might be a couple songs I talk about like my brother or something like that, And sometimes it's just like I be going through some shit, you know, and I put it out. And the reason I want to put it out is for people to know I'm a human too. Like, you know, I go through some shit too. Like, you know, I'm just like everybody else, you know, like life ain't perfect. You know, sometimes I miss somebody, like, you know, so I might just, the best way for me to put it is in the rap music while I'm writing it. Like, that's my therapy though. That's therapeutic for me. Like, that's how I get through my times, my hard times and shit. You know, I put in rap music and then I put it out for them to listen to. And they're like, damn, you know, I'm gonna lie, like, I had people in my DMs talking about like they wanted to suicide and this, but then, you know, they listen to my music and get them through their hard times. I'm like, damn, like, that's for sure, you know? You know, like, you know, I'm like, you know, life gonna get better. Like, you know, I try to talk to them, life gonna get better, man, like, for real.
So you motivate them.
Yeah, for sure. I know that, for sure, yeah.
Do you miss your brother?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was close.
What was one of the most memorable times you had with him?
We was always fighting. Like, in the house, it's just me and my brother was the only boy. And I know, like, you know, okay, I know he's watching me, so I know he hearing me now. Like, every time we get in trouble, like, he get the harder end of the stick. Like, I know that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he get in trouble, not me. I always feel like I could get away with it. When we get in trouble together, he gonna get the blame, he get the punishment, he get all that, you know. And I knew that, you know, and I'm like, damn, like, you know, sometimes I know that he would have took it off for me anyways, for me to not get punished, like, not get my ass whooped when he get his ass whooped, you know. Now he know that, and I know that too, like, you know. And then it's like, damn, you know, sometimes I feel like I would have shared that punishment with him, like, you know. But I know, like, you know. Yeah, he know, like, you know. I know.
Yeah. When you don't have to answer, but like when you first found out about your brother, you know, his last day, how did you take it?
That shit was hard because they knocked on my door. You know, they knocked on my mom's door. We was at the house like 5 a.m, came downstairs, and it's like, somebody had died, you know, and they wanted me to get my brother's picture to confirm it. I went upstairs, grabbed it, and they said, yeah. I started breaking down and shit, you know, so nigga, that shit was hard. Shit was hard for me, for sure. Like, you know, it carried on.
Yeah. Which song, if you don't mind me asking, which song is he in?
There's a lot of songs where I just like put a couple bars with him in it. You know, I'm in Thug Tears. That's one of them. You know, back in the days, I made a song called "Rest in Paradise Now, Fam." You know, there's a lot of songs. Yeah.
If you can go back and, you know, talk to your brother, what would you guys talk about?
It's crazy because we always talk about making it in this rap music. You know, because he rapped too. We in the same room. You know, I shared the same bed with him for like 15 years. So we in the same room. We got a computer in there. We got a microphone in there. We rapping together, making songs. So, you know, one day, one time, he was like, yeah, one of us gonna make it, you know? So it's like, damn, like, you know I get, you know, people telling me I'm proud of you, my mom, my uncle, my sister and shit. But to hear it from him would mean a lot to me, you know? So I know if we would have had our little one-on-one conversation right now, like, I feel like that's what he's gonna say to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you're looking back, you know, when you're younger, which song would you listen to? Like the songs that you have right now, which song would you play from your album? The song that says, you know, who I am now, who I became now. What song would you listen to?
Alone.
Alone. Why?
Because that's the song that got me where I'm at right now. Yeah, that's a song that blew up. It made me who I am right now. So I would tell him, hey, man, go make Alone, because that's the one that's going to blow you up. Like, don't waste your time on nothing else. Go make a loan right now, you know?
Yeah.
That's the song.
And then like, if you can go back and tell your younger self things that you know now, what would one advice you would tell your younger self?
Never give up. There was so many times I wanted to give up. So many times.
Yeah.
But it's like, I just can't picture myself waking up one day and not writing lyrics. I just can't. I don't know. Because everybody had their own little thing, what they like to do. Like you.
Yeah.
I don't know what your dream is or whatever you wanted to do since you was a kid. But since I was a kid, I've been writing lyrics. I've been writing songs. So like from 9 until now, I'm 35 now. So like I've been writing songs since I was 9. So it's like I just can't imagine one day just waking up not writing it. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just don't give up, never give up, because, that next song might be that song. You know what I'm saying? As an Asian rapper, like, it's really hard.
And, it probably costs a lot of money, too, with, like, advertisement and just putting your songs together, your album.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got lucky. I got lucky that Alone was on my first album, so I blew up right away. Like, when I first put my first solo album out, I blew up. I started getting paid off, just that song, and that song helped me pay for everything that I put out after that.
So I want to know, just a personal, how did you come up with that song? You started writing lyrics and then you got the girl version?
It's so crazy because
I want to know.
On the hook, I was just going to sing the hook. But I wasn't going to sing that part. It was something else.
Yeah, yeah.
I just remember driving in Richmond, California. I was driving. I'm like, I'm listening to that song. I'm listening to it, right? I'm like, you know what? I think a girl would sound way better on the hook. And like a couple weeks before, I happened to be in the studio with Karina. She's on the hook. And she was in there making a song with another artist.
Mm-hmm.
I got down her number just in case, like, one day I want to put on a song. So I hit her up about that. I sent her the lyrics. I told her, like, look, this is how I want you to sing it. Like, send it back to me, see how it sounds. She sent it back. I'm like, ooh, that's how I like it. Yup, that's the right way. Took it to the studio. We recorded the song and we dropped the song.
And y'all chop it up and that was it?
That was it, and that was the song.
Where were you at? I want to ask you, where were you at when you found out?
I was in a Chinese restaurant.
And you had like people calling you or?
Nah, because I just remember watching my views, right?
Yeah.
And I remember it was just stuck at like 60,000.
Yeah.
And it was like 7 months. So it was slow. It was at 60,000 in 7 months. The next day, when I woke up, it went to 70,000. I'm like, oh shit.
Like organically, right?
Organically.
Yeah.
I don't promote it.
Yeah.
I don't do nothing. I don't advertise it, no label, no nothing, no marketing, no nothing.
Right.
That's how you know how good of a song it was. When you don't need nothing of that, none of that.
Right.
The day I woke up, the day after that, it did 20,000 views. It went up to 100,000 views. And so they went to 150. They just kept going up and going up. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I think I'm blowing up. I smile. I'm like, I think I'm blowing up.
Because it was like, it was surreal, right? It's like you can't believe that this shit is happening, right?
I get DMs, people posting it on their story.
Yeah.
Everybody on their car playing it, reposting, tagging me. Strippers on a stripper pole, tagging me, playing the song. I'm like, oh shit, it's going crazy. Like, yeah. That's when I knew.
I noticed that like you don't rap in Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Why? Are you not fluent?
I'm not good at it yet.
I want to hear. I
do have a song in Vietnamese that is pretty good.
Yeah.
I probably like half English, half Vietnamese. That's pretty good, but I'm not like hella good at it yet for me to do a full Vietnamese song.
Because I know, like, you go to Vietnam a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me the culture there, the rap culture.
Oh, it's blown up.
Really?
And they're really talented. A lot of them is more talented than rappers out here.
Because I seen one Who is it? It was a song that I really like. I think it's a newer song. Is it Typicon or who is it?
It's Typicon, yeah.
Yeah.
He was blowing up on TikTok and he was viral everywhere.
So how did you guys link up? He just DM you, or you did?
He FaceTimed me one time.
He just FaceTime you?
Yes. People don't know that because people think I'm just hopping on his song. Like, nah, he really FaceTimed me with his manager, and they said they wanted me on a song.
So he just called you, FaceTime you,
Mm-hmm.
and they just asked you like, hey, you interested?
Yes. I think they was looking for a Vietnamese rapper from America to get on the song with them, and they hollered at me. I'm like, okay. And no questions. Like, I went to go record the song, flew to Vietnam, record the video, dropped the video.
Right.
That's it.
Don't ask me twice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So what was that experience like, just going back home and just like doing what you enjoy doing with like them?
It was amazing because it was like new. It was brand new. I'm really just like trying to like figure them out because they knew themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Asian rap is just new right now. Like, Vietnam rap is just like brand new. So I was just trying to figure them out. So,
well, are there more Vietnamese songs like rapper with you in it?
Yeah, there's me in it too, but there's a lot. There's a lot of Asian Vietnamese rappers. They get 1 million views a day. They really, really popping, you know?
Yeah.
Like nobody know them out here, but like in Vietnam, they really big. Including my boy Ty VG.
Mm-hmm.
He big. Shout out Ty, man. I got a show with him on Wednesday.
Really? And the one in Vegas?
In Vegas, yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see you guys post stuff. I want to ask you got to be honest with me about this one though.
Okay.
Who is the hardest rapper that you know of, in your opinion?
Like, for sure?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Dead or alive?
Yeah, I guess.
Tupac.
Well, can we just say an Asian rapper?
Okay, Asian rapper. I would say Eminem.
Do you have one for him, Danny?
No, he pretty much answered it. I was going to ask you, who's harder, Stupid Young or Eminem now?
They both hard. They both talented, man. But I'm just saying, I think Eminem, because he got, he know how to put out love songs, and he's more diverse. Like, he know how to switch it up. You know what I'm saying? He could sing, he could rap, love songs, street shit, and all that. I was just with him a few days ago. Like
he's versatile, right?
He's versatile. He's very versatile.
Yeah, like he can do any style.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you call talent. That's what is a talented person.
Yeah, Eminem's talented.
Yeah, so you said you were with him. You guys were like chopping things up?
Yeah,
or
we
what?
was chopping it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you, with everything that's on your plate, you're directing, you're co-filming, you're dropping tracks after tracks, and you're hitting the roads, with your shows and stuff. How do you manage your personal life, like your family, your kids, your girl? Like, how do you have time for everything, especially, flying out here last minute, doing the show with me, which I really, really appreciate. Like, how do you do all that?
That might be the hardest thing. Like with my kids, for sure. I'm a single father. So with my kids, I always try to make time for them when I'm at home. But when I'm gone, they know. They know daddy's a rapper. They know that I'm always got to, hit up shows or working and stuff like that. But when I'm at home, I try to have them full time,
How many kids do you have?
I have 2.
2. Is it boy, girl?
I got a boy and a girl.
Oh, wow. How old are they?
My boy, he's 13.
Yeah.
And my girl, she about to be 6.
So does your son try to be like you? Do you see like he's trying to shadow you and stuff, trying to rap?
He's the opposite. He sports.
Oh, he plays sports.
He don't care about rap. He plays sports.
Like what sport does he play?
He's in football right now.
Oh.
He's about to start. They're about to start practice tomorrow.
What's his position?
Defensive. I think he's just somewhere.
Yeah.
Defensive.
Yeah. That's cool.
On defense.
That's cool. And I'm sure that, with how your parents raised you, are you different from how?
Way different.
Yeah.
Well, how they raised me didn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, of course it worked. because of how I turned out now. But I'm saying though, at that age, anything could have happened to me bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like I didn't listen to them just because you can't take what you know from a third world and bring it over here and try to teach us about that. Like we in America now. You know, we gotta like understand this culture. You know what I'm saying?
So, like, do your kids know that, like, daddy is, like, really popular and everybody knows dad?
Yes.
Like,
my son is so funny because he'll FaceTime me with all his friends in the back. They're like, oh, my gosh, like, that's really your dad. I'm like, damn. It'd be so funny. I'm like, he be I see my son, he'd be smiling and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
I see that you have, like, a lot of tattoos and everything, right? What is one tattoo that's on you that has like a lot of like meaning?
My kids. I got my kids.
Yeah.
Dreamy, the world is yours. My daughter and my son right here, Drayden.
Yeah.
I have my brother right here, Thug in Paradise, Nat Fam. This is the old one.
Uh-huh.
And you know, the rest is like koi fishes and dragons. Like, you know.
Is that like a Chinese Vietnamese thing? Koi fish?
It's like good luck.
Have you ever had like a crazy ass fan? Like I'm talking about stalker crazy.
Yes.
Like bitches just be fucking like on your
crazy.
ass.
I fucking blocked her like.
I want to hear stories.
I blocked her probably 20 times. This one girl, man, she probably Cambodian or something.
Fucking Cambodian girls, man. You guys are crazy. No, but tell me about this.
She got the long names and shit, like. And every time
Are you sure she's Cambodian?
Yeah.
Why?
It's a long name.
No, that's Lao.
No, that's
Laos?
Yeah, that's definitely Lao.
Okay, so
she probably Laos.
Yeah, definitely.
But she be like, she thinking like, because my music video is a music called Somebody I Love You.
Mm-hmm.
And then the dude, like, you know, cheated on them, ooh, and shit. She's like,
yeah.
Then she did like, I'm coming home to you. Why you gonna cheat on me? Woo? I'm like, what the fuck? I'll block her. She'll make another one. Boom. Say the same shit. She said, I have your baby. You know, I'm gonna kill me and the baby. I'm like, oh, this bitch is crazy. Block her. She make another one. And it just goes on for like 2 years.
Oh my God.
2 years. Like, yeah, I still see her trying to follow me right now. I'll block her again. Like, you know, this bitch is crazy.
You're gonna have to write down her screen name or whatever. I want to check this person out.
She crazy.
So like, does she?
I see a picture of her. I'm like, damn, she look like she on meth or some shit. What the fuck? I don't know what the fuck she on, but she crazy though.
So how did you? Okay, so you met her at your shows, or
I didn't meet her at a show. She just like been DMing me for like past 4 years.
Damn, how do you deal with that shit?
I don't fucking know. I just block her.
And then she
make another one. I'll block her again. She keep getting blocked. I'll like. Then when she tried to DM me, I'm like, look. 3, boom, 2, boom, 1, boom, block. But I'm trying to tell you how crazy she is.
No disrespect, but I'm only laughing because
the craziest thing is it went on for 4 years.
That's what happens when you give her the good deed, bro.
I ain't give her shit. I ain't never met her before.
Damn. She's on some good shit.
She crazy.
You will only hear this on the Peacock show.
All right. So besides her crazy ass, is there an actual person that like stalker shows, like go to your shows and like try to get your attention, things like that?
There's somebody who be like, trying to meet me all the time.
Yeah.
And I'll be all like, nah, no. Trying to buy my merch or something. Like, no, you gotta meet somebody else. Like, well, I can't meet you. Like, well, I know it's fans and all, but sometimes when I just feel like you're doing way too much, I try not to, like, you know.
You don't fuck with that person, right?
Yeah, because it's like, I don't know, like, why you so aggressive about it, trying to...
What kind of girls do you go for?
I like...
You like those basic person or
basic?
Girls, or, you know, like girls that are kind of quiet?
No.
You like wild girls?
No, I don't like wild girls. I like in between. In between.
So she got to be...
In between.
Something that... But is presentable for mom and dad, right?
She gotta have a good heart.
Good heart.
Good personality, beautiful, like all that.
Okay. She gotta have a career and everything, or?
Yes, like she gotta have a job.
Yeah. She can't be no bum bitch, right?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
You like girls that are like smart, have education, things like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I peep red flags. Red flags?
Mm-hmm.
Red flags. It's so, look, nowadays, girls don't be hiding no more. Like, I be seeing it, I'm like, God damn.
What do you mean?
And one time, this girl be like, yeah, I don't want to go to the bar with just all my girls. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
She's like, because we like to bring a guy because, he'll pay for it. I'm like, God dang. Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up. I'm like, okay.
So are you in a relationship right now? Or like, what's your marital status?
I'm single.
You're single.
I've been single for 2 years.
Do you like being single? Do you see yourself being in a relationship, like married, locked down?
I mean, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah. I want to know, what is your favorite food?
Vietnamese food.
Like what, though?
Everything. Bún bò Huế, pho, rice plates, all types of shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like Thai food, too.
Yeah.
Laos food. I love Laos food.
Speaking of that, well, actually, I'm gonna hold that, right? I want to ask you before I ask you this question, but what message would you offer the young Asian kids that are trying to do what you do, but they feel like it's hard to pursue because, they don't have opportunities and things like that? Like, what advice would you give them?
Just be patient. Be patient. Don't give up. Just be patient. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to come to you. As long as you put your all into it and you work hard with it, at it every day, like, it's going to come no matter what. If it don't come, at least you try. But you got to try for it to even come.
I actually really, really like that. What your, the advice that you're giving for, the young East Asian kids that are trying to do what you do. Cause it's really hard in this game. The music, it's not like you going to college to be like a doctor or anything like that.
No, it's hard. It's hard for sure.
Cause music, you have to like win the audience. It's hard.
But you could do it. It's a good, like nowadays too, where everything's all about technology. I look at it like, the revenue for YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music is the new, I should say, because it's passive income. It's passive income, you know? You could get paid forever. You ain't got to work anymore. You could just, you're going to get paid every month. It's passive income, It's the new, it's that new house money.
I have to shout out to all the Vietnamese people. You guys are always, you guys are number one. You guys are hard workers. I noticed that. You guys are number two, really, really smart. You guys are like strong because you all fought off like Americans and the Chinese people, right?
No, you know what? It's crazy because I had a conversation with somebody, my Chinese homie. He was talking about it. I'm like,
can you get Deb some more champagne?
Yeah. And I'm thinking the reason why Vietnamese people is how we is was because of the war. That he was talking about, like, why would you think that?
You guys are very strategic.
Yes, because like when you in survival mode, which is our parents, right, and then it passes on to us. Like I feel like we was all in survival mode. But when you're in survival mode, and then after that, it's just that nothing but good is gonna come to you. You feel me? But you still got that survival mode, so you're gonna be strong. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be smart. Everything going to be played out. However you want to play it out, you're going to think about it. Because when you was going through that war, everything got to be just strategized.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything was, like life or death. So I think the war played a big part of how we is today. And I always tell him, I'm like, man, I think Vietnamese party the hardest.
In my opinion, I think Vietnamese people, they are business oriented. They know how to make money. They know how to turn $1 into like $1,000 to millions, maybe. Right. They always help each other out.
And we take a lot of risks too.
Yeah, you guys
just like scared.
Fuck it, just do it.
You're not scared to take no risk.
Yeah. Cause like, I'm not speaking bad for like my people, like Thai, Lao, Cambodian people, right? But most of us, we're scared to take risks.
Right.
It's not like the Chinese and like Vietnamese people, because you guys are like, you guys roll deep.
Trust me, I always wonder why too, because I see it. I see exactly what you see, and I'm like, why are the Vietnamese like this? Now I'm like, maybe because of the war. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
But we are like this though. We always take risks. Even all the older Vietnamese moms and dads, like they really like with the shit though.
Yeah.
They party, they pop pills, whatever. They with the shit.
Right.
They at EDC too. You know what I'm saying? But they like to stunt. They be in Louis Vuitton, Gucci, all types of shit. They get money.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they grow weed and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now it's maybe because from the war, like just how we think. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's just not the war. It's just that how the Vietnamese people are built. They just built. Okay, I know you guys gonna fuck me up, right? They're small, but they're mighty. Y'all are small but mighty.
Right.
Like
I mean,
you guys,
like the war.
you guys fucked up the Americans.
We did.
Y'all won the war with all the little stuff that you guys have. Is all through the head, you know, like with the head. Like you guys know how to strategize things.
Right.
It's not about like what you guys have. Like Americans, they have all these tools, they have all these guns and weapons and things like that. But you guys use like undergrounds and like traps and things like that.
Right.
That's fucking smart, man.
I mean, not to interrupt, but food for thought.
What?
Because of the Vietnamese, the Ho Chi Minh Trail, that's the reason why Laos has the most bombs. And then second is Cambodia, is because they were trying to cut the trail off in the Ho Chi Minh Trail, because the Vietnamese, the Viet Cong, they're just the guerrilla warfare. They way outsmarted the Americans, because when the Americans went to war with them, they were just like, oh, we're American, we're badass, we have all this technology. And they actually did a cloud seeding to flood the trail and bombs, and they still lost.
Wait, so you're trying to say that they cheated?
Oh yeah, for sure. They use chemical weapons called Agent Orange, and it
right.
Yeah,
The orange. Yeah.
Yep.
That's why a lot of kids were deformed.
Yeah, because of the Americans, what they did, like they did chemical warfare.
You know how they did it though? They'll drop it from the planes. It's like powder form.
Yeah, that's
dropping on that,
which is sad and illegal.
The kids and whatever, like, you know, that's why in the pregnant women, and they're born out like the deformed babies from that. Your
go-to Vietnamese food, like what would it be? I love Vietnamese food. I feel like I have a Vietnamese soul. Like anything noodles, I love Vietnamamese food. I love the wrap.
You know, Bún Bò Huế?
Bún Bò Huế, yeah.
That's my favorite.
I just don't like the pig feet.
Okay, I like the pig feet.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It just looks like alien to me. I just can't get that shit. I don't know. Like, I just...
Right. I don't know. I grew up on it, so, like, I don't know. It doesn't, like, weird me out.
Like, does your mom make really good ones? Like, Bún Bò Huế?
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to have to invite me to your mom's house because I want to eat Bún Bò Huế. I'll fly out there.
Sometimes, like, a Bún Bò Huế got to have pork blood in it, too. If there's no pork blood, it's not Bún Bò Huế.
Of course. I love pork blood.
It's not Bún Bò Huế without pork blood.
Speaking of pork blood, I heard you eating duck blood on a podcast.
Yes.
Is that like real? Like, of course, yeah.
That's duck blood.
Yeah, like how do you eat it? Like, is it just...
just eat it like that with the rice crackers and, you know, mint leaves and shit like that.
Yeah. Have you had the Lao like version?
Mm-mm. I want to. I'll try it out.
Yeah. Because when I was in Laos last year, I fucked with goat blood.
I heard of goat blood. I never tried goat blood.
Okay. Let me tell you the story, because I went to go help build a school out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we went to the city, Vientiane of Laos, the capital of Laos, right? And we took 3 days to go up north by China. They, usually like their people, like if you get married or like special occasion, they'll slaughter goat.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And so they slaughtered that goat for me. And, I'm already like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm already up there. People was already getting lit. They're already drinking and shit, right? The alcohol that we're talking about, right? With methanol. And I'm like, you know what? They already made this shit. I already knew where I'm fucking with already, right? I came all the way up here to help build the school, whatever. They killed a goat. I'm going to go ahead and eat it.
Yeah.
So I decided to eat it. And it wasn't too bad. I'm going to show you a picture. Hold on. The reason why
it's
I went
like a tribe?
Yeah, it's a tribe. And then they fucking made me this shit. Let me show you. This is the meal that they ate right here. I don't know if you see, but like, this is the goat blood right here.
Wow, y'all see it. God damn.
Yeah, it's fucking goat meat. And like, that's poop soup.
Poop? Goat poop?
I don't know how do you explain it, Danny. What does that mean?
Poop.
It's the
Poop.
It's a bile. It's a soft stool.
No, see,
Here you go,
Yeah.
bro.
I look. You know what? Let me tell you something. I be
Because
watching like a lot of
Lao people
African
eat
tribe,
Yeah.
and they be eating like poop.
Yeah. Lao people
Poop
eat
soup.
that.
But I guess sitting here right now and looking back, it's a really good experience because, you see this shit on Discovery Channel. You see this shit on like National Geographic.
Look, I felt the same way when I went to the Philippines.
Yeah.
When I tried to go back to see where I was born at. The taxi guy dropped me off in the middle of nowhere. Like, I don't know nobody. We in the middle of nowhere.
Not even the language, right?
No, not even the language.
So how did you feel?
No, I was like,
Were you scared?
I'm like, damn, they could just kidnap me right now. But I had to be in a hotel,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was like a couple there who just came back from the beach, and I'm like, hey, I was talking to them like, look, I was in a refugee camp here. I just want to see, where I was born at. And they were so nice. They was like, oh, you know what? I could take you there. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
They took me there. I spent the whole weekend with them. They cooked me food. They cooked lechon, the pig.
Oh, the pig, yeah.
Like they killed the pig in front of me. I'm like, oh shit. They roasted the pig in front of me. I'm like, oh shit. Like, damn, I ain't never seen that before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like this, they said this is how they eat.
Like they roast the pig under the ground, right?
Under the ground. They dig a hole in the ground. They make charcoal and all stuff like that. Fire, and they roasted the pig. I seen them kill the pig in front of me though, but I never seen that before. So I'm like, damn, but they said this is how they live. Yeah. This is how they eat. This is how they cook. This is just regular to them. How it looked to me, it looks crazy, but this is how they eat.
So did you eat it?
Yes.
Was it good?
It was hella good.
Damn.
It was fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Do you watch scary movies?
Yeah.
Do you like scary movies?
Yeah.
So I watched a Vietnamese scary movie. It's called like Mada or Maya.
Yeah, I heard of that movie before.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it. I seen a ghost before though. In Vietnam.
You seen her ghost?
I seen a ghost a couple times, 2 times.
Like the water ghost, right?
3 times. A ghost.
Oh, fuck. I want to hear about it.
A ghost. And it all was in my village. It was in my village. Every time. Because I never have any ghost stories anywhere else but my village. But in my village.
Because I believe in that shit. Because I was watching Maya, right? I was watching the movie and I was doing research on it or whatever. And they said that usually it's girls that died in the water. And it's either through like tragic, like they drown or they've been like murdered or whatever. And sometimes the Vietnamese people believe that if they don't have like proper burials, they would haunt people. So like a lot of fishermen and stuff like that, if they go and try to go fishing. Or
if like they died through like tragic event, like got killed.
Yeah.
It was like something like that, then you would see them, But with me, it was like, all 3 of my ghost stories, it was in the village. I never had ghost stories here or anywhere else I ever been at. But the first one, because like in the village and where I'm from, we're surrounded by cemeteries. There's cemeteries everywhere. We don't have one specific cemetery where all my family get buried at. No, it's just around our houses. And then this one night when I first came there when I was like 17, my cousin was there. He said, hey, like, it's midnight. He's like, let's go. We're going to go hang out. I'm like, all right. We went to like this sand or something. We did whatever. On the way back, we had to cross the cemetery. We crossed the cemetery. I went back to my grandma's house. I slept on a little hard-ass bed by myself. Like it's like a hard stool. There's no bed in the village. There's no such thing as just like a stool, like a hard wood. I slept on there. I had a dream. I was there by myself. Oh, with my mom. Me and my mom. I had a dream. My dream, I was in a Foot Locker. I was at a Foot Locker. I see my dad from the back though. I ran up to him. He turned around. He looked like Freddy Krueger. And I ran, right? And I'm like, oh shit, I'm screaming. I woke up. I could see like, I'm at my grandpa's house. I could see my mom on the floor, my grandpa and my grandma on the floor, all that. And I'm screaming for them, but they don't hear me though. I'm like, I'm stuck. I can't even get out.
Oh, like a ghost.
What they call that shit? Sleep
paralysis.
Sleep paralysis. Yeah, so I'm like, I can't get up. I'm screaming though, but they say sleep paralysis, but like, I knew I crossed the cemetery that night.
Oh my gosh.
I knew it. And in my dream, I swear, it was Freddy Krueger, like he's chasing me. I'm running from him. That's the first one. The very same week, me and my cousin went with my uncle had to visit my grandpa or whatever. We went to the cemetery again. There was a little boy, like crouched down like this, like just like shaking, looking at us, eyes wide open. I'm like, what the fuck is little boy doing here? We walked behind him. After that, we walked back and he was gone. He didn't run nowhere. It was like he was gone.
He was gone.
He was nowhere to be found. Like he was gone. My cousin looked at me like, what the fuck? I'm like, damn. Like it's real. It's
like
real
it's in the middle of the night when you saw that, right?
No, the next day at the cemetery, it was bright day now.
Dang.
The middle of the night was the dream.
His spirit was strong.
Yes, he was just like sitting like this.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying, on the right by the tombstone. And like, what the hell is a little boy doing here by himself? Like, we wasn't talking to him, but we walked around, and then we walked around trying to find him again. He was gone.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it's just the middle of the cemetery. We would have seen him ran somewhere. It was nobody. You know what I'm saying?
And then the third time? It's scary?
The third time, I was scared as fuck.
I want to hear this one.
Look, I'm with my cousin, his drunk ass uncle. Hey man, we gonna get on the bike tonight and we gonna go to the other village.
Wait, was this in Vietnam?
Vietnam.
Okay.
We gonna go to the other village and we gonna fuck with hella other bitches. I'm like, fuck, all right, come on, let's go.
Wait, was this recent or when was this?
I was 18 years old.
Oh, 18, okay.
Hop on the bike with him and my cousin. So my cousin in the middle, I'm in the back. He in the front, 3 of us on a bike. We going miles, an hour away.
Yeah.
At least an hour away from our village to another village. You know, we end up at a family house, talking to girls, whatever. He said, let's get on a bike. Let's keep going. We kept going. We end up by like 2 a.m. We end up at this little bar.
You know, they say that they come out at that time, right? 2 or 3 in the morning.
So we end up at a bar and it's like a beach right there. And his uncle's so fucking drunk. I'm like, let's go home. He said, no, we're gonna sleep here. I'm drunk. I'm like, no, bro. Like, this is dark. He even warned us. He's like, when we was on the road, he had the flashlights on. He's like, hey, the reason I have the lights on because of this ghost. I'm like, man, you telling me this ghost? I'm like, all right, whatever. When we end up at the bar, he fell asleep on the hammock. My cousin knocked out with his ass. I'm like, damn, I'm up. You know what I'm saying? And then in the middle of the night, I hear a motor.
Oh, hell no.
A motor. The boat. Like you was talking about. That's why when you talk about the boat with the motor, that's what I was thinking of. I'm like, damn. I hear the boat. And then it's a tall dude in a whole white outfit walking. He's so tall that I'm like, I ain't never seen no Vietnamese dude that tall, though. Not that tall. Mm-hmm. I instantly knew that was a ghost. Like, that's a ghost.
So what did he do?
There's no Vietnamese dude that tall. He was like 6 foot something. All white.
Like he wore all white.
He was like an American. Like back in the Vietnam War, when there was an American coming in.
Yeah.
Evading whatever. Like he was just... I was so scared. I tried to wake my uncle up. I'm like, hey, nigga, let's go, nigga. Like, let's fucking leave me alone. I'm like, oh, hell no. I'm over there spooked. I'm like, no, what I'm going to do? I just hear the boy. I'm trying to cover my eyes and shit like that. And then I'm trying to just keep closing my eyes until it goes away. And then all of a sudden you hear the boat just goes away. I'm like, damn.
So
man,
the guy,
crazy.
the 6 foot guy, the guy that's tall, he went back on the boat and he just drifted away.
I seen him walk off the boat and walk towards this way, but not walk towards me though. Like we was right here, he was walking towards this way.
Oh, hell no.
He was so tall though. I'm like, at that time, there's no Vietnamese people that tall.
Yeah.
No, it was glowing too. Like I knew it was a ghost.
Uh-oh.
2 a.m, a motorboat. Like, I remember that shit to this day, but I'm like, man, I'm never going out with a drunk ass uncle again. Like, bro, fuck that. He wasn't even trying to go home. I'm like, let's go, bro. Look, this is ghost. He's like, man, shut the fuck up. I want to go back to sleep. I'm like, hell no, bro. You leave me out here. I'm the only one awake. Both of y'all drunk. My cousin drunk as fuck too. He don't give a fuck. I'm like, bro, but it's a ghost right here, bro. Like, come on, wake your ass up, bro. Like, this shit gonna get my ass killed. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here worried. But, you know.
So the ghost went, and now what happened next?
I don't know. I just keep trying to close my eyes, shaking. I'm like, bro, why y'all laughing for? I was shaking, bro. I'm like, hey, I can't fight the ghost. You know, I fight a lot of motherfuckers in my life, but I can't fight the ghost. I'm like, bro, I just hope this nigga don't come over here. Like, come on, bro, please. Don't come over here. I hear the fucking boat.
I can't with you.
Bro, hey, as soon as I heard the boat fucking going farther, like making the noise going less and less and like, you know, ain't as loud no more. I'm like, okay, the boat is going away. I think the ghost got back on the boat. He gone. I'm like, yes. I looked up, like, okay, he gone. The ghost came outside, did something, came back on the motherfucking boat and left. I'm like, I'm cool now. Damn. And woke up the next day. I'm like, hey, uncle, I ain't never going out with your ass, bro. Leave my ass at the house.
So did you tell your uncle the next morning?
Hell yeah.
What did he say?
Yeah, I know. I seen it before. I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga. He's like, that's why when we was on the road, I put the lights on so the ghosts don't go see us. I'm like, bruh, that motherfucker, you should have told me before you even let me get on the bike. I would have said no, bruh. Yeah, motherfucker.
Oh, damn. This fucking shit is funny, though.
Nah, but it's real.
I do believe in ghosts.
I seen it, yeah. He was a tall motherfucker. I ain't never seen an Asian guy like that tall before.
I mean, they do got tall Asians now, though.
Not in my village.
Right.
Wearing all white.
Like, it might be
all white for?
Like, I'm talking about like all white?
Yes. I don't know what the fuck you glowing to. The fuck you glowing for? The fuck?
He just came back from EDC.
Man, EDC all the way across the other ocean. You over here glowing like that? I know your ass.
Man, that's scary.
A ghost.
That's scary.
For sure. I knew it too. I was shaking in my boots.
Okay, so I want to go ahead and talk about what we talked earlier about your EP. If people, want to hear about it and get to know the release date and where they can find it, can you give more information about that?
It's not an official release date yet, but I'll put it out soon and you guys will see it. I'm still working on it, but it will be out no later than September. So,
is there something that people need to know about this new EP that's dropping?
It's the best work yet.
Do you have a teaser? We want to hear the teaser.
I have a teaser, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, shout out to, look, you know what? I want to say something like really more serious and more like deep. I know we're having fun and shit, but
right.
My cousin, she lost a daughter. I look at her like my niece. She babysit my kids. I pick her up from school. She was only a teenager. She was in high school and shit like that. Her name was Bella.
Bella?
She passed away about 2 months ago. She got shot by her boyfriend. And we had a funeral probably 3 weeks to a month ago. And, I made this song not only for her, but for everybody who lost somebody. Yeah. Want to play the song?
Yeah, shout out, I'm just going to piggyback to what my brother said. Shout out to anybody that lost anybody, especially at a young age like that. I'm sorry. Sending all my thoughts and prayers to you. I do understand how difficult it is to lose somebody. And, I will be praying for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sending condolences to you and your family.
To my family, to my cousin, for sure.
Yes.
She was in high school. I used to pick her up from school. There's my neighbor, she lived right across from me. My cousin, her boyfriend and shit, she got her own kids, but she adopted her. Because, whatever was going on with her and her family, she adopted her. And I would see her ever since before COVID until she passed away, all the time, And it's a little girl, it's kind of crazy how it happened. It's that's why we gotta be careful with kids having guns inside the house and don't know what to do with it, like, you know?
Yeah.
So,
and then the song that you're playing, is it dedicated to her?
So we already shot a music video. I'm gonna put it dedicated to her, but also like, you know, like Tupac Life Goes On.
Right.
It's not just for one person, but for everybody. So I made this song not too long. You know, I'm so busy. So when I finally get home, you know, I got into the studio and I recorded it and I sent it to her, to my cousin.
Yeah.
You know, and I told her like, hey, I'm about to shoot a music video for her and stuff like that. So she knows.
Yeah, I'm so
especially
sorry
for
to hear
like
that.
you know, somebody that's underage, like somebody that's young, like that, like her.
Yeah.
And it's a girl, you know, like she's so innocent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So I know my family's feeling it. You know, it's kind of shook. Like the city, like where I'm from, like my family and shit, like everybody heard about it, like, damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, they hear it can happen to somebody like me, but for a little girl, like, damn.
Because she's so young and so much,
yeah.
She has like a life ahead of her.
Exactly. So,
man, I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yes, R.I.P. My condolences, Dub.
Yeah. Somebody play right now.
Yes, sir.
I could play any song, but I feel like this might be the song for this.
For this setting.
For the setting, for this time right now.
Right.
Yeah. They be like, how you been? Living with this bang on me in case I gotta spin. When I'm spiraling on my own shit, I just need a friend. This is to my loved ones who wanna live again. Instead of kicking water down, won't you go and give a hand? Cause God is all I fear, gotta make it right with him while I'm staring in the mirror. Been living in my head like I slept about a year. It'll never be a drought cause I can shed in this tears. What's this bullshit I'm hearing? It's hard to comprehend when I don't believe what they saying. When it's gray, we don't smile when it rains. And I know that it's love when they around when it's pain. The angels came back again. Drowning in this bottle, pick us back up again. Thinking of the day I see you once more again. Cause you know I died with you, I wanna live once again. Wanna live once more again. Wanna live again. Wanna live again. Where you when I die with you. I die with you, but I wanna live again. Now the days ain't even the same. Ain't fair, and I know ain't no one to blame. I stopped living and I feel ashamed. It's still beaming, but I feel the rain. None of the pain with the drugs. No more tears with my thugs, cause we shedded blood. How they saying that it's love if it never was? Can show emotions, though I feel it, but it's hard to shrug. Good things, it don't ever last. They say the script is already written, so just choose a path. And the good die young like it always has. The thugs go to heaven, but I never asked. The angels came back again. Drowning in this bottle, pick us back up again. Thinking of the day I see you once more again. Cause you know I died with you, I wanna live once again. Live once more again. Wanna live again. Wanna live again. When I die with you, I die with you, but I wanna live again. Yeah.
Wow, bro, thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sometimes people be like, oh, where you been at? You know, like, because I ain't been dropping music like that. But it's like, I sometimes, like, I got to deal with real life too, though. Like, what's really going on in my real life, I got to deal with that too. So it's like, I can't keep showing y'all what I'm doing when there's certain things I can't even show y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
You good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could feel, you know, I mean, and this is just hard. You know, I I understand how you feel.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry that you had to go through that. You know, your family, your cousin.
Yeah,
So
I feel more for my cousin. Cause I know she's going through it. You know what I'm saying? I went through it with my brother. Like, this shit hurt me a lot too, because it's my niece, you know. But I know my cousin, like, she's really feeling it. You know what I'm saying? And I know that pain. That pain was like you see that person every day in your life, in your household, and something happened to that person that's in your household. You don't see them no more. Like, that pain right there, not everybody like felt it yet, but like, that's the worst one. So I know what she going through, because I felt that shit at a young age, so I know. You know, like, that shit, it just keep, you know, just like an emptiness now. Like, it's just like whatever you do in life, whatever you do every day now, just something's missing. That voice that was there, that's not there no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, my condolences goes out to your cousin. You know, I hope that she's doing okay. You know, being a mom, I understand how that feels. So, you know, Dub P, thank you so much for being here.
Right.
You know, it's always vibe, you know, talking with you. I really love your energy.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you know, and like your stories that I'm hearing and like everything that you're putting out there, you know, like what's going on with like your new stuff. So I really appreciate that.
Right.
And so I'm going to be cheering you on, and we're all going to be cheering you on. And
Appreciate
I can't
it.
wait.
Appreciate it.
I definitely can't wait for your new EP that's going to be dropping. I'm going to be blasting that shit.
Thank you. I appreciate
right?
that.
For sure.
Yes.
It'll slap.
Right. So for those that are still watching, I want to thank you so much for hanging in there.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe and spam that like button. And then follow Dub P, and he will be dropping an EP soon.
The Instagram is The Refugee Baby. TheRefugee Baby. BABY.
Nice. What else platform are you on?
Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, everything.
Go over there and subscribe, and then spam him like crazy, like that crazy loud girl. Go follow him, bro.
Fuck, not like that. Block y'all. Motherfucker, I'm gonna block y'all ass. Don't come in my shit like that.
But no.
Block. I said 3, 2, 1, block.
But no.
She said to come to, she said 3. I'm like, yeah, 3. They said, what's that? I said 2, 2, 1, block.
But no, on the real though, anybody that wants to book you for like private events and things like that, like how do they get in contact with you?
Follow my manager, GQ fam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's on my Instagram, GQ fam.
Is there anything that you want to say before we end this podcast?
Oh yeah, y'all, shout out to Peacock, man. Peacock Society 42, man. I feel like I really want more Asian influencer, ain't gotta be Asian, but come here and do podcasts with them. You know, they really, they're some good people, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. So come over here and do a podcast, man. Get your name out. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
Dub
you.
P.